in view of the various factors. For example, the soil types, the climate conditions, the labor conditions, or the labor costs, energy costs, which is today such a major issue. And then there could be ideological and cultural issues. The way they would like to do the farming in China and USA and Russia may not be the model that would work, for example, in democratic countries like India and the US. So what I say about climate change, about sustainable agriculture, that we have to look at it as a journey rather than a goal. You cannot say this is sustainable agriculture, this is not. It's an evolving science. And this is like making a commitment to maintaining quality, or maintaining reputation, or maintaining discipline. There is no end to these goals that you require. So climate change is something that must be understood in that context. However, the fundamentals are clear. Sustainable agriculture needs stewardship, skills and knowledge, has also remained constantly involved in the changing ideological perspective of what is to be called sustainable. Let me now come to the specific one or two examples of what sustainable agriculture means in the context of our business industry.
And we have now about 300, we have reached 300 molecules are with us. And 300 molecules are there which have been registered, and so many formulations, about 800 formulations are actually there. So this is the progress which has taken place, and during the last few years we succeeded in introduction of the new molecules. 52 molecules I have been mentioned. Out of this 52, again 20 are ultra new, I should say. Those were the molecules which were introduced. And then export promotion also took place, because export already whatsoever we produce, 50% we import also. So out of the total consumption and production, and then whatsoever we consume, then we earn a lot of foreign revenue to export of pesticides. So pesticides again has been identified as the champion sector because of the reason. So we discussed export promotion, that how we can further enhance the export. We also discussed that drone technology, we need to bring efficiency into the system. If we have to bring the efficiency, what are the modes which are required to be adopted? So drone technology is also one of it, because here pesticide could play the greater role. It was realized. So really drone could play a greater role, and accordingly regulatory system also came into action, and we immediately whatsoever molecules were registered, immediately those have been given a kind of temporary registration, and some data is further required to be developed. So such kind of initiatives were also taken. We sat together, we were not having solution available with us, and we discussed with the industry, and then accordingly we provided the solution, at least to some conclusion.
So partial factor productivity has very significantly declined, and that tells us that with the same amount of use, the productivity is low unless you use more of chemicals and fertilizers, particularly in the context of fertilizers that has been discussed. So you will not really achieve the same level of productivity. So, but then there are solutions, and in the US, how do they really maintain the factor productivity by way of precision agriculture? So the technology and their appropriate use would help us attain that productivity without compromising ecosystem services and environmental health. And that is the underlying factor. While new molecule discovery would continue, and their applications, their introduction and applications would continue, expanding level claims and all those what Dr. Malhotra said, and all that are important. But their use, judicious use, remains the most important component of sustainable agriculture. And there we fail miserably. and whether it is fertilizer or pesticides, there we fail miserably. And I believe that is our common concern. And how do we increase this component of it? Salilji was telling that you have more than 2.28 lakh retailers, and how do we engage all of them in this process of educating and informing farmers adequately, and everybody else, our KDK system, and the self-help groups, and everybody, and then in the process, make this happen. I believe this is the most important message today, that let us work together on that.